You're tuned in to Heard from the Horse Mouth.
I was in prison, so I don't know what a motherfucker talking about. Shit, half of niggas ain't keep it real with me while I was locked up, so, you know, try to come home and expose niggas or nothing. But I talked to him, you know, he was right there. We talked to him, we was on the yard together, I talked to him. I ain't gonna say like a nigga
put money in your canteen.
I didn't need nothing from nobody, folks. I was straight, folks. My 1,001 bitches. I'm breaking every one of them. Man, I don't need nothing from the guys or nothing. I never even called the guys. Listen, 9 times out of 10, most things gonna be about some money, man. I don't know, man. Everybody is supposed to just be doing what they supposed to do and keeping folks' name alive because he opened up the door for a lot of niggas to be who they is, or, you know. I talked to him. I ain't talked to him in a little minute though. I was talking to him more when I came home.
I hated to even see that interview, man, when he talking about Duck like that. You know, talking about Duck ain't sent him shit or did shit. He could have kept that to himself, man. You know, that let me know he holding some kind of grudge on the inside. You know, he ain't finna let that shit get out. But, you know, and when Duck was alive, he ain't let that shit get out. He did this interview when Duck was dead. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, and he talking about the guys ain't did shit for him when he was in jail either. See, when you got a nigga like this, he ready to drop his flags. But, you know, he's still banging, you know, not banging, but he's still repping GD, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he 1,000 miles away from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna do no sliding at all because he holding a grudge. You feel what I'm saying? And he one of the guys Mama Duck was talking about also that was around Duck and shit when, you know, when Duck was living, when they was the Clout Boys, you know what I'm saying? He one of the motherfuckers she was talking about who ain't looking out for her, who ain't sent her nothing. As you see in the interview, in the clip, he say, yeah, I talked to her more when I came home. Yeah, what a nigga do when he come home out of jail? He ain't really got too much going on. He finna tap in, you know what I'm saying? If he would have tapped in, when he was tapping in with her, she would have been on some, I got this deal, you know what I'm saying, for the Clout Boys, for the label. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, put you down. That would have been some great news to his ears. You feel me? But Mama Duck ain't had that type of information to give. So, you know, niggas that, like she said, used to be at her house and around her son, you get what I'm saying? They disappeared. That's how niggas do. So you see how his gripe is Duck ain't send him no money. Yeah, he talked to him on the phone, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't send no bread. And that's enough right there for a nigga to say he ain't doing no sliding for you. He is not finna jeopardize his life. He ain't finna risk his life. He ain't finna risk his freedom. He ain't doing nothing. This nigga retired goddamn veteran.